Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games back with another pinball repair game, repair video for you today. Pinball game repair video. I'll get it out eventually. We've been working on this Stardust pinball, and we already did one video where we kind of did the cosmetic stuff, and we went through and cleaned all the switches and blah, 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 and we showed all of that. But now what we need to do is kind of troubleshoot it, because it's probably got some little issues, and we're going to film through it. The first issue that we had was whenever we hit start, it wouldn't start. So in another video we were showing that it would just the lights would dim a little bit. So we're going to go through how we fixed that first, and then we're going to go through and try each little thing on the playfield and see if it scores right, and then we're going to make a list of all the things that it doesn't do, and then we'll walk through fixing them. So stay tuned. Okay folks, so we're looking at the schematics because my problem came back. So if you remember the nature of my problem, the fuse was blown whenever we got the machine. We put in new fuses, and remember whenever you hit the start button, nothing would happen, and it would just kind of make the lights blink a little bit, and then if you hit it enough, the fuse would blow. Very strange, right? So whenever you hit the start button, it's this replay button. That's what they actually call it, replay button. And so it should connect this side, which is the yellow wire, right, through the button, through the replay step up 0 switch, through one of these 4 switches, and if the game's over, it connects it through the game over relay, and then it gets power to the replay relay. Now the replay relay, the replay is like, they call that the replay button whenever you hit the start button. The replay relay is permanently tied over here to the black wire, as most relays are. So basically whenever I hit start, what's happening is this is never firing, and it's making the lights go crazy. Bzzz, and if you hold it long enough, it will blow the fuse. Now whenever the replay relay pulls in, which is kind of like the start button relay, what it does is it pulls in the coin relay. The coin relay pulls in the reset relay and starts the motor running and all that, and the game starts. So you saw that it was intermittent. I actually got it to play a couple times, right? It worked fine a couple times, but then it started doing it again. It started acting up again. So if you don't use the replay relay, so if you just take your hand and just push in the coin relay, it starts up the game. Everything's fine. If you take your hand and push in the replay relay, it blows the fuse. So then I started looking, and there's 4 switches on the replay relay. So whenever the relay pulls in, it makes 3 of those switches and it opens up another one. Well, the one that it opens up, so then I put another fuse in. If you just open the switch that's normally closed, it doesn't do anything. And then if you press this, the relay switch here together, if you press this relay switch together, which is the one that makes the coin unit work, that works just fine, no problems. And then there's another one that you can push together, and it makes the replay, the coin unit reset. So basically it subtracts a quarter off of the game, a credit off of the game. That works fine. But if you press this switch right here together, it blows the fuse. Now that's the hold switch. So basically I'm thinking, man, what in the world, why would it do that? What is it doing? So what I figured out is, by process of elimination, I've been messing with this for like an hour now. The yellow, if you look over here, the yellow wire is one side of the transformer. It's supposed to connect straight through all of these switches, blah, 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 and then it's kind of buffered from the black wire by the relay itself, right? So the way it works is this side of the relay always has power, and then whenever you connect all of these switches together, you're connecting this side of the relay to the yellow wire. And so if you have the yellow wire on one side and the black wire on another side, it pulls this coil in. Bzzz. So when I hit the start button, remember, it never pulled the coil in. Never made that happen. And it made the lights dim. The reason it made the lights dim is because when I hit the start button, I was shorting the yellow wire straight to the black wire somehow. So I thought, oh, the replay relay must be shorted, right? So I took this wire loose. So the replay relay is all by itself, and it still does it. So I figured out if you push in the relay to connect this switch. So what I figured out was this wire, the white and blue one, see it right there? That white and blue wire is a dead short to this black wire over here. So basically whenever I was hitting the start button, I was connecting both sides of the power together, which would blow the fuse. And it would never start the relay because it was shorted over the relay somehow. The relay's fine. And so if you use a multimeter, the white and blue wire is shorted to the black wire somehow. So I disconnected this, that's not connected anymore, and it's still shorted. I've looked on the player unit here, see the white wire? This switch looks fine, nothing's connected to the black wire, you know. Same thing on this ball count unit switch, nothing's connected to the black wire. Same thing on the game over relay, same thing on the coin unit. And this switch up here is where it stops, so it goes up to here and stops. So something on that white and blue wire from there to there is shorted to black. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through the cabinet and tracing the white and blue wire everywhere that it goes, and finding everywhere that it goes and figuring out where it's actually shorted to the black wire. So whenever I find it, I will let you know. Okay folks, so the first way I did it was I took the multimeter and I connected it to the black wire at the fuse that keeps blowing, and then I connected it over to one of the white and blue wires, which is this right here. You can see where I disconnected the relay. And so the white and blue wire is a dead short to the black wire. So then the way you figure it out is you divide and conquer. So I disconnected the head and I disconnected the playfield, and now the wire was no longer, the way I was testing it, was no longer a dead short. So the problem can't be down here, because even though the wire runs all through it, if the problem was down here, it would still be connected, you know. And then I unplugged the playfield. Shouldn't have even had the white and blue wire running to it. It doesn't run through anything on the playfield. So I plugged the playfield back in, and I still didn't have a short. So then I plugged in the head, and the short came back. So what's that tell you? So there's some kind of short on the head. So then I found where the white and blue wire runs into the back box, and then where the black wire runs into the back box. And sure enough, with the head disconnected, it is shorted together. So I believe all that it does is run from here over to here and then back down. So I'm going to unwrap this wire and look at that white and blue wire and see if I can figure out where it's shorted together. Okay folks, luckily I found it. This little wire here where the black wire comes in, the blue and white wire is right above it, and the two little pins were touching. Separate it. Now we don't have any shorts. Crazy. Man, I never would have found that just looking at it, and I didn't. I already messed with it and didn't see it. But so we're back on schedule now, so I'm going to try to see if it'll start up. Alright folks, so what we're going to do, you've probably seen us do this before, is we're just going to start a game, and then we're going to go around and hit all of the scoring things, and if there's any problems we're going to write it down. And then we're going to look through the schematics and figure out why it's doing what it's doing. So the first thing is, all of the score reels are on 0. We've already, on the other video we did that. They all reset back to 0 when the game started. So this one's on 9,000. So we're going to start the game and see if that resets right. Of course it did. We're on 1 can play, ball and play, first ball. So if I hit start again, now it says 2 can play. Hit start again, now it says 3 can play. Hit start again, now it says 4 can play. Now I shouldn't be able to hit start again. So that's working right. So it only lets you start 4 games. So all of that's working good. It also kicked the ball out, so that's working right. So we'll take the ball off of the switch so it doesn't get confused. And we'll see what we got here. So we got a little switch up here, which is giving us 100 points, and it also advanced our bonus. It's also advancing our star, just like it says. Alright, and this one over here should do the same. We're getting 100 points, but you know what? I don't hear there's no chime, there's no bell. So, no 100-point bell. Pardon my chicken scratch. Alright, and then the same thing here, advanced bonus. Oh, I see another thing. whenever you hit this, it's supposed to turn on the green bumpers, but they're already on. So the green bumpers are stuck on. All right, so let's do the advanced bonus thing here. That one's working too. And then the one over here, it's working as well. So now we're up to 900 points. When I hit it again, we should go to 1,000. And we did, and we got our 1,000. Boom. And then let's see what this does. So that's 10 points. And so it should roll over. And it did. Good. All right. I've got another one over here. It's working, right? All right, this says 5,000 point and the right gate opens when lit, but it's not lit. So we're going to hit it and see what it does. All right, it gave us 1,000 points. So I would imagine this one over here should do the same. Yep. Okay. So most of that's working. All right, so let's see. This should give us 10 points because it's not lit up. And it does, and this one should too. They're working good. So this one should give us 100. Whoop, it did, and it bit me. This one should give us 100 because it's lit up. And it did. That one did too. Okay, and so whenever you hit this one, it says on green bumpers. So it should turn the green bumpers on, but they're already on for some reason. So it's giving me 1,000 points. So when I hit this one, it should turn on the yellow bumpers. All right, it did, and it gave me 1,000 points. So for some reason, when it starts, the green bumpers are already on. Okay, and so this one says advanced bonus and up post. So it did up the post, it spun the wheel. Now my bonus lights have went out. I noticed that earlier on the other video too. Let's see if this one does the same thing. It's advancing the bonus and we're getting 100 points. That one's also giving us 100 points. So this says down post. It went down. Same with that one. Okay, and so this is 1,000 points. That worked. This is probably 1,000 points. That worked. Let's see our kicker here. Gives us 10 points. And that one gives us 10 points. Okay, so we haven't checked our gates yet, and also we haven't checked our kick out holes, and our bonus lights are kind of weird. So I'm gonna write down bonus lights just so I can keep an eye on that. All right, so let's see how this works. We're on bonus, so if I put the ball in the hole, it should go ahead and give me the bonus, but I don't know what the bonus is. So our score right now is at 9870. Let's see what happens. So now we're at 19,870, so it gave me 10,000. So I guess we were maxed out on the bonus. So let's see if that score is right. Okay, so the 1,000 wasn't on, so now we're at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. So the 1, the 9, and the 10 don't seem to light up. All right, so let's reset it again. Oh, we were on open right gate, which it did. So let's see if this gives us 5,000 points. And it may reset the gate when I get down here. So we're at 21,270. It gave us our 5,000 points and it shut the gate. Pretty cool. All right, so we got it. To score the bonus, we have to get this around to where it's pointing to bonus or double bonus. Yeah, let's try out double bonus. Let's try a triple bonus. Why not? So I think we're on 10,000. And we're at 26,570. So that should put us to 56,570. Wow. Well, you can get a lot of bonus on this thing. Holy moly. All right, so our triple bonus is working. I think we're on 1,000 right now. So if I go in there now, I should get 3,000 points. All right, so the lights just burn out. That's all that's really going on. Let's move it up to like 6,000. So we're on 6,000 and double bonus. So this should give me 12,000. We're at 60,000 right now. All right, work. So I think all that's working good. I think we just got a problem where the 1, the 9, and the 10 lights don't work. But it seems to be scoring just fine. And our up thing is working good. Down post. So let's see if we can open up some more of the gates. Opens right gate, we already did that. Opens bottom gate, so we're going to try to open that gate. And it did. So if we go down there, we should get 5,000 points. We're at 73. We're at 78. And it closed the gate. All right, so let's try to open that gate, which is opens left gate. That didn't work. Let's try it again. It worked that time. I don't know if it's stuck, so maybe we'll keep watching that. So we should get 5,000 points. We're at 79,000. Now we're at 84,000. All right, so, but it didn't close it. So there might be something tripping on that. All right, so the left gate is sticky. Sometimes you just have to oil those. I can't write good. I cannot write well tonight. All right, so we've tried the bonus, the open left gate. We haven't tried the extra ball when lit. How do you get an extra ball? I don't see how you get an extra ball. Extra ball when lit. That doesn't seem to ever be lighting up. So we'll look into that too, right? All right, so am I missing anything? I think that's all. I think I've checked everything on the playfield, and I wrote down the ones that are tripping. So now we're going to see, look, we've got same player shoots again. All right, so I'm going to lose the ball and see if it lets the same player shoot again. It did. And you'll notice on this game you don't get a bonus at the end of the ball. The only way to get the bonus is to land in one of the two things when it's pointing at bonus. So I think I'll look that up just to make sure that's how that's supposed to be. I write a lot better than this, people. I just can't right now because I'm trying to hold it with my hand. All right, so we're gonna see if we need to, if we're supposed to get the bonus at the end of the ball. All right, so there's a ball in play, first player. Still says same player shoots again. I don't know if all that's right. Okay, now it doesn't. The same player shoots again went off, so that's good. It's playing itself, people. This is going to be a fun playing game. Okay, so it looks like it switched over to the second player. And we're still on ball 1. All right, so on the second player, we're not going to have to do everything. We're just going to test to see if the score reels roll over. So it does, okay. It does. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so second player seems to be working fine. Let's see if it switches over to the third player. I think it did, but the third player light didn't light up. So I might have to mess with the third player light. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so we're on the third player, but the light's not lit. I'll get it to stop playing it. So, whoa! It about got away from me. So we're gonna do the same thing. Just make sure they all roll over. And they do. Very cool. Okay. You know what canceled that one? It was this switch. So maybe whenever you score that one, it's not supposed to close, because there's no switch for it to hit. So we'll look into that. All right, so 3-player light. All right, so we'll end the ball and see if we go to the fourth player. All right, we did. Same thing. All right, that's working good. Very nice. All right, so I think all my score reels are working great. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to see if it ends the ball right and goes to the second ball. Wow, that was pretty cool. It opened the right gate on its own. All right, it now says ball 2, and we're back up on player 1. So the last thing we have to see is if it ends the game. Ooh, I got my extra ball when lits were lit for just a second there. We're on player 2. It's not resetting the lit pop bumpers. Extra ball when lit is lit on again. Let's see if we can make it score that. All right, so I should get an extra ball when lit. Same player shoots again, should light up, and the one on the back glass. We're on player 3. So it gave me 500 points, extra ball when lit, but the same player shoots again, light is not on. All right, it let the same player shoot again. And I got rid of it. We're on player 4, ball 2 now. We're on ball 3, so that worked right. Left gate's still open. 2-player ball 3 now. Player ball 3. All right, and 4-player ball 3. So the game should end after this. Look, there's our other extra balls. All right, we went to game over. Cool. That one, remember we rolled it over. We played so many points on it. All right, so we'll look on the schematics and figure out our list. So on our list, we've got no 100-point bell. The green bumpers are stuck on. Look, they're all off now. The bonus lights, 1,000, 9,000, 10,000 don't work. The left gate is sticky. Extra ball when lit. Why did I put that? Oh, it held over that one time, but it could have just been that I didn't hit a point or something. I don't know. We wanted to see if we're supposed to get a bonus at the end of the ball. The 3-player light isn't lighting up, and the same player shoots again light isn't lighting up. So that's our list. All right, folks, so we're looking on the schematics. The first thing I looked up was how the bonus is scored, and the bonus is never scored at the end of the ball. The only way that you can get the bonus, let me see if I can find where I was just looking at it. I'm looking at the schematic on my computer. The only way that you get the bonus, let's find it here. So you have the bonus relay, the double bonus relay, and the triple bonus relay. And the only way any of them happen is through the eject relay. And the eject relay only closes whenever you land on the 2 saucers in the playfield. So bonus at end of ball does not exist. So we're going to get rid of that. There is no bonus at the end of the ball. Okay. No 100-point bell. So, went and found that. On the schematics, oh, I guess I should show you. Here is the bell on the schematics. Large bell. I showed you on the other video how the 10-point bell is attached to the match unit. So here's the large bell. The only way it gets triggered is through the 1,000-point relay or the 100-point relay. So basically the 100-point relay should be doing exactly what the 1,000-point relay is doing. So this bell should be ringing every time you get 100 points or 1,000 points, which makes a lot of sense because you get 100 points all the time and you don't get 1,000 points very often. So it doesn't matter if they're the same. You know, you can use the same bell for both. So we're going to go look at the 100-point relay and find the yellow wire. See, yellow. This wire is yellow. And then the other side of the switch will have a black and a green wire. So I'm going to find the switch that has a yellow wire on one side and a black and a green wire on the other side, and I'm going to make that closer. And that should make it work. So we'll go find that first. So this is the 100-point relay chip. And if you look really close, this is the yellow wire here, and there's our black and green wire there. So it's, whoop, I knocked my light down. Wow, that time I knocked it down inside the cabinet. I kind of need my light so you guys can see it. Okay, so let me see if I can get it to zoom in. All right, it's that second switch on the back there. All right. Whoop. Okay, see how the outside switch, whenever I press it together, it touches? But the one there, it doesn't really touch. It's because that switch is misadjusted. Whew! Hard to film some of this stuff. So I'm gonna get that adjusted a little closer, and then we'll test it. So this is our 10. Here's our 100. Yeah, and here's our 1,000. It's the same. So we're good on our bells. On to the next problem. This is an interesting one here. Remember we were talking about the left gate is sticky, like it didn't reset? So that's an interesting one. So if you look on here, here's the right gate and the right bottom gate. Remember both of those reset? So the way they reset is, look, they both come back. These are the switches on the actual relay that holds them on, and then the trough switch, which is in the lane, like we were talking about. Remember when it hit that, it would close the gates. And then I was saying, oh, the one on the left doesn't have that switch, blah, 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 blah. So here's the one on the left gate relay, and it goes back, holds itself open through a switch, and then if you come up here, the way it gets its power is through the out hole relay. So it should reset every time the out hole relay closes, or opens actually, you know. And if you look, this line goes farther down, and it comes down here to the, look, switch on yellow relay, switch on green relay, on green relay, on yellow relay. So remember, we were also saying that the green bumpers were stuck on, so they never reset. That's because they both connect on that same line through the out hole relay. So we've got a problem with this switch on the out hole relay. So we need to go find that switch and adjust it. So one side of the switch is white and brown, and the other side is whatever this color is. See, it should tell us here somewhere. White and brown, and oh, that's our yellow. So we'll go back down. So one side of the switch, it's a make or break switch. One side's yellow. Go back down here to it. Yeah, make or break switch. One side's yellow and one side is white or brown. Now on the other one, it doesn't look like it's connected to anything, but it should be a three-way switch. So we'll see. Yellow on one side, white and brown on the other, on the out hole relay. All right, so this is the out hole relay. That is the switch in question. Yes, it was slightly too close to where it wasn't opening all the way every time. So I adjusted it so that now whenever you hit it, it clearly separates from it, and that fixed the left gate thing. So that got the gate thing. And then here is the top switch. The reason that it's on all the time is because they broke the switch. There's a wire loose. There's a wire loose. And the other wire, instead of soldering it to the pin that it's supposed to go to, they soldered it permanently to the power. So it's always got power. So that's why the green bumpers are always on. You can't turn them off. So I need to fix this switch. It's a special, like, a three-way switch. See? It's got 3 contacts. So one of the pins broke off, which is where that wire is supposed to go. And if you look at the one on the other side, that's how it actually is. So I need to fix this switch to fix the green relay thing. Fix the switch, and I've mocked it all up. So there's the gate is on, right? And the green and the yellow are both lit, and so we're going to lose the ball, and we should have all that turned off. Very nice. Ball 2, it's working. So we fixed all that stuff. On to the next one. Now we're on to the bonus light thing. So what I did was I put it in game, and this unit here makes the lights come on, depending on where it is on this little, depending on what little contact it's on, right? So I had 2 sockets that no matter what you did, you couldn't get the light to come on. So I replaced the sockets. So you can see I've soldered a brand new socket on that first one, and it made the light work. So I'm going to step through each position. So you'll see as it steps to the next position, it makes the next light come on. Bam, they all work. Okay. And then the other one that we had a light problem with was this same player shoots again light, which was the same problem. So I went ahead and put a new socket on it. And so if I click the extra ball relay, so now I've got same player shoots again, it lights up. So there we are. So let me go look at my list and see what else we have left. All right, so the only one that we had left was that the 3-player light wouldn't light up. We also had this one where it said the extra ball when lit held over. So, you know, that one time it didn't go off whenever the ball came back out. I've done it a bunch since then, and that doesn't seem to be a problem. So I must have, if you don't score any points, it doesn't know that the ball was on the playfield, basically. So I think that was it. So the only one left was this, the 3rd-player light wouldn't come on. And so this is the socket that's the 3rd-player light. So I just pushed it a little bit, and bang, it came on. So I think we are at a position where everything is working. So you know what we got to do now? We got to play it a little bit. So we'll play it a little bit, and we'll do a video of us showing all the rules and playing through it. But I think we're done. So I hope you liked the video. We didn't have too much that was messed up on it, but we worked through it a little bit, kind of give you an idea of how to systematically go through it and fix one if you've got a problem, and how to read the schematics just a little bit. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give us a thumbs up. Make sure and subscribe to us, and leave your comments below, and we will see you on the next video. Stardust!